That's it. We're looking east towards Argentina, standing over the beautiful Mapocho River. You can see that pink color. That's not human feces like you would expect in a city like Los Angeles. That is mostly volcanic sediment being washed down through this channelized river from the high Andes up there. You can see those thunderstorms way up there. They don't really make it past that rain shadow of the Andes. They're coming from Argentina, they blow west, but they don't really make it into the Mediterranean climate of Santiago, Chile. Beautiful river. You know, I'd like to see more plants there, maybe more native plants. It also helps slow down that flow, but that stuff's moving. I bet that is ice cold water too. That pink color again, it looks chock full of volcanic sediment from the mountains to the east. Very, very steep mountains to the east where there's still glaciers up there. You see there he goes. He got it. You got it. We're getting down there all right. Oh, did the bucket move? The bucket seems a little tenuous, that situation right there. But the pants seem sturdy. There you go. You got it. Careful. Yeah, careful. Don't step over it. There you go. You can feel it out. You feel it's sturdy. You got it. You got it. There you go. We made it. See that little bucket? That's industrious. Whoever put that there. Welcome to another episode of Crime Pays, but Botany does it. We're down here in the Mapocho River in Santiago, Chile. Checking out what's growing down here. And that river, it looks filthy, but I assure you, it's actually pretty clean. It's mostly just volcanic sediments, you know, pink bits of rock, dust, andesite, all that shit coming from the high Andes to my east. Very, very steep mountain range right there, all right? Nothing really analogous to it in California except maybe Cone Peak down in Big Sur, etc. And so also the fact this river is channelized, there's no plant life except the weeds that have been able to grow, which is mostly invasives, it seems like. Since it's channelized, it's really running, all right? But, you know, here we are, peak summer, it's late January in Santiago, and that river's, it's flow. You got a lot of ice up there in the Andes, goes up to like 11,000, 12,000 feet just east of Santiago. We're going to do a little quick floristic inventory, quick survey, and go see what else we got going. Let's go check it out. Here we go. Fabaceae, look at them flowers. And lots of ant farming aphids, huh? It's Fabaceae too. Mellow lotus alba, just the smorgasbord of your common invasive weeds you see all over the world. We've seen hackberry and Celtis and mulberry up there. Well, who's this? We got a baccharis. Looks like Baccharis salicifolia. You got a baccharis. You think this is native? Probably not. This is a North American species. I gotta piss. Oh, that river's flowing. Look at that. It's only about knee deep, but it could probably sweep you away, you know? Maybe not. I don't know. Icy cold, though. Icy cold water. Beautiful sands. The beautiful sands.
It's like one of the trees that we saw up there.
Oh, it's a salix. There is a native salix here, but this is probably not it, huh? Yeah. You think this ain't the native salix, huh?
No idea.
Who's to say? What's the native salix?
Humboldtiana.
Humboldtiana.
Yeah.
It's native. No shit. Wow. Salix Humboldtiana. We don't know what this is though, but we're gonna go check it out. Look at that nice gorilla. Somebody painted a gorilla. You know, for the kids. Oh, is that a Rigeron canadensis? I knew it. That's an aggressive native. If that is what that is. That's aggressive where it's native. So you know it's going to be bad when it gets somewhere that it didn't evolve. Of course, we got Ailanthus altissima, the gold piss tree of heaven. Invasive as hell down here, but needs decent water. You got English ivy, the dreaded English ivy, which always, you always smell it with urine in California. Urine and automobile exhaust. That's a really bad one. God, I kind of hate English ivy. You see them selling it in little bouquets and stuff in the Hallmark stores, you know? The old ladies like it. Some of the old ladies. No offense to any of the old lady fans of Crime Pays. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? The gentiles and shit, you know? Not any of you, the cool, rowdy old ladies. The gentiles. They love it, you know? They love the English ivy. So that's how that gets around. That was planted or what? We got Ailanthus altissima again. just a smorgasbord of volcanic sands, tire dust, automobile dust. I don't know what was going on there. That's a little piece of art. Somebody's doing sculpture. Oh, this is populous. We got populous down there too.
They're very invasive in streams and waterways in Chile.
Oh, I bet. We got invasive, what is it, chamomile? What's the name of this one? I don't know. These are all the plants I never pay attention to because they're so common. And they're also frequently invasive as shit. So this is not the native rock. This looks to be, yeah, definitely you got asphalt. But it's amazing how quickly you get the same, softening and carving from the water. Must not take very long. That's nice to see. Look how it's been polished by the running rivers. Does this thing ever dry up? It's a March it dries up.
Yeah, here from January we have the Chilean summer, so we're having the last snow melt of the year with some mountain thunderstorms. But when the summer ends, this will get dried up because there's no more snow left to get melted.
You got ice up there though, right?
Yeah, there's some glaciers. But at the end of summer, it starts getting a little bit cold and the glaciers stop melting.
So sometimes in March this dries up.
Sometimes in March there will be no more water left.
Yeah, wait, so tell everybody what this says. You got some poetry written over there.
Como la interrogación de las aguas que se marchan, like the interrogation of the waters that march away, y luego cuando las grandes aves se derrumben, and after when the great birds collapse, y las nubes nos indiquen que se nos fue la vida entre los dedos, and when the clouds tell us that our life went through our fingers.
It's amazing, because these rocks, this is all artificial, but it still looks like a mountain wash, like a dry mountain wash. So the water carves it pretty quickly, which is surprising, because this wasn't even here 100 years ago. So we got Cryptocarya, of course. Look at all the seeds on it. Another invasive. But there's them seeds. I wonder if the birds eat it. Did the birds like it? Probably. Oh yeah, that's a hideous building. The 90s cell phone building. I've seen uglier ones, Nashville I think has some hideous ones. San Francisco's got one that looks like a dildo. It's pretty bad. Look at that. I bet you could kayak down it. We just sail down it in a little inflatable dinghy. Maybe make it hard plastic in case you hit some rebar or something. Yeah, see, now we're getting to a different kind of anthropic rock. Looks like this is some sort of intrusive or extrusive igneous material that was laid down in blocks. It's a sleeping bag. We got pigeons. We got a sturdy amount of human garbage. Nice sleeping spot right there. It's like English ivy. At one point, ooh, what's this? Oh, we got a native. We got Lithraea caustica. There we go. Anacardiaceae. The natives persist. Which is, this plant is supposedly, it's poison oak family. I don't know if it's got urushiol or what, but it supposedly causes an allergic reaction in some people, but I've never experienced it. And I normally react to urushiol, pretty easily. That's great. This thing gets around. Common tree of the sclerophyll forest that was here before Santiago was. Yeah, Nacho was saying the city doesn't plant this native because some people react to it. But it produces those bird-dispersed fruits, which are, really good for the local avian fauna. And this is 100% volunteer. This is the city. There's a prejudice against this tree due to the allergic reaction. Look at the veins on that, though. Very Anacardiaceae-ish. The leaf veins, dark, glabrous leaves with the mid veins much lighter green. It's a nice message. Death to the political criminals. And I got a big tube down there. What's in the tube? How deep you go into the tube? So look, it goes down a little bit. Looks like it's jammed up with a bag. Oh, this is kind of interesting. It's a Vechelia. Okay, Mimosoideae. It's the legume family. Got relatively large leaflets, but it's not the native one, which is Vechelia caven. Looks like it might be Vechelia carew, which is from South Africa, and it was probably escaped cultivation. Look at those massive spines. See, spines at the nodes. Naturalized here. Above the dreaded English ivy. God, I hate English ivy. And then of course, what else we got? We got a Washingtonia, which is another Another invasive, the invasive palm, not the wonderful Jubea chilensis with edible seeds, the Chilean wine palm, but Washingtonia, which is wonderful in its native habitat, but not so much elsewhere. And we got the sycamores are naturalized. The London plane trees, platanus. I'm surprised we didn't see one before. It seemed like they would love it here. Yeah, there you go. See, you could stick some natives in the ground there. They probably get washed away during the winter torrents. You know, because this whole thing probably floods, but it's worth trying, you know, get some. I mean, the fucking invasives are persistent. You could try planting some of the natives. What was a native riparian Chilean tree that grew in Santiago prior to colonization? Oh, that's the big question. You got a massive Onothera, probably not the native. There's a couple native Onotheras, but see, 4-lobed, dry capsule fruits with a ton of seeds inside. It's a massive one, though. He's doing prison workouts. See, what's that? You got a pole with some cement on the end, and he's breaking up one of the scooters, you know? A lot of anger towards these scooters when they first came out. There's somebody threw that. We didn't throw this down here. Somebody else put it down here, and it looks like there's a bunch of plastic wire. Maybe a tweaker. I don't know if they got methamphetamine addicts down here, but somebody threw that down there. Threw it over the side. Wasn't us. We're just, you know, spicing it up. Oh, there's a Baccharis. There's that Baccharis. And coyote bush. Whoa, what is that though? Is that the salicifolia? I don't know. How did salicifolia get down here as a native? Then of course we got a typhus. We got cattails naturalized. The dreaded stinky lettuce, Lactuca. Look at this. This cattail just splooged on me. You got all the pollen. Oh god, there's all that wind pollinated flowers, and then you get the female flowers right there. Oh yeah. Hey, you get Baccharis in the LA River too. Some floristic inventory. I did a floristic inventory to LA River. We got that Tura up there. Just a handful of invasive annuals waiting to go up in flames. So you need urban rivers, you know, from Chicago. You know, you need a project like that down here. You know, just guerrilla plant some natives along this river. They may not last the winter floods, but you know, try it. You could make little floating things too. Just put them, you know, anchor them into the concrete and put them on little floaties, and you know, so they can move with they can shift with the rising and dropping levels of the water. It's crazy. Look at that. Just polished like you'd see it in a dry mountain stream, but this rock couldn't have been here longer than fucking a few decades. You know? Anthropic environments get carved by water the same way. If you got enough flow, probably tons of sediment. That water's bringing tons of volcanic sediments, just like sandblasting it, polishing it, tumbling it. I'd like to give a special shout out to the graffiti vandalicious teens of Santiago that are doing some really nice stuff on these walls. I really appreciate this. It's always nice to see. This would be a fun spot to fuck around as a kid, you know? Definitely need, you know, these spots like this are special for the kids. Somebody lost their pants. You know, you don't want to go hang out in a park where there's other people. You want to come to the spots where it's illegal to be, where you can, you know, go hang out. You got to cross the no trespassing sign and a fence and go down a dangerous embankment to get there, and you may not be able to get back out. Those are the places you want to go as a kid, not the park. You don't want to go to, you know. This is nice. Look at this. We had a big uprising here in 2019. I wonder if this is from that. Where's some fuck Pinochet graffiti? That's nice right there too. You know who that is. That's a famous cartoon with a warm message. You got a nice series of bridges right here. See, that's very lovely. And some, you know, right next to the river, you get some trees, series of bridges, break it up, make the city more livable. Nice fucking park there too. I was up there earlier today. You know, nobody uses the term wino anymore. Did they take wino away from us? I hope not. I mean no disrespect by it. It's a, you know, you hope they get clean, but It is what it is. Oh, this is getting interesting here now. See, look at how much it changes the general ambiance having the trees right there, right? Even if they're not natives, just having trees in a city changes the whole feel versus having a big fucking, you know, building that looks like a 90s cell phone, 90s era cell phone. See some tent cities up there. There's somebody living down here. But even just, you know, it's what you really got to get out there. You got to start planting shit. You really got to go start planting. You know, if you get some of the graffiti vandals, they start planting stuff too, you know, on the side, you could really change the city for the better. Oh, we got this stinking chamomile again. Anthemus is the genus there. Another old world weed. Really got to see, we got to see more natives, you know. Got to see more natives in the bullshit. See, now somebody was using a hose. I wonder if that hose was for getting out. Oh, they got dreaded oleander up there and the fucking pines and stuff too. This is a nice meal. I like this stuff though. You can see a nice, you got a trichocereus, you got an Andean condor. You got a lady, you know, with the little bandana over her face and an Urushiol tree. Look, they got a Doom mural over there. You got some MF Doom fans here. Again, the bridges, it's a covered bridge. Everything always looks different from the back street, from the back alleys, you know, from the no man's lands. And you go up there on a surface and you see that, you know, you're not in the no man's lands anymore. Then you see what's actually going on up there. You say, wow, I didn't know that was up there like that. I was down here. It used to happen to me all the time at the railroad. I would know a place only from the little industrial spur that went through there. And then when I was on the street, I didn't even recognize it. Had no idea that business or that residence or whatever the shit was there. Look, not only is there a rope, but they also put those little, see that? They put little pieces of rebar there for you so you can get out. That was pretty thoughtful. Oh, the guy just came out of there, the guy that's living out here. Really nice guy. He said hello, good afternoon, how do you do? Oh, let's go up. See, once you step up on that other one, you're already there. That's some good rebar, man. Very thoughtful. See, I gotta wait before I go. This guy's coming down. I'll go up after he comes down. Oh, that's nice. The rebar really adds it. He wanted it back. Yeah. So no one can crash his party. You don't want people coming down there. Maybe there was a guy that was bothering him. Definitely smells like human shit. Vichelia cavin, the native Vichelia. That's nice to see. This is kind of cool. They got it planted. It's not native here. It's native to the Pampa region over in Argentina. I say Pampa, you say Pampa. But it's got this massive fucking burl right here. And you know, you see it, you think it's a ficus or something. But then you get up close and you look at them fruits and you say, boy, that looks like a pokeweed. Looks like a phytolacca, and indeed that's what it is. Phytolaccaceae. This is Phytolacca dioica. There are tree phytolaccas. You know, pokeweed's a very aggressive native in North America. Wild to see a tree one that apparently does really well in parks. Here we got some jade plants, Crassulaceae, native to South Africa. Definitely getting a human shit smell here. Anyway, they're covered in auto exhaust, which is how you normally see them in California too, at least during the summer. Don't want to lick those leaves, might be toxic. Here we go, we got some Dian Canary Island pines, which you often see planted in office parks in California. Pinus canariensis. Sure, they're beautiful where they're native, but not here. Oh, here's the Phytolacca in flower. Again, a tree, a massive tree. Look at it, those roots on it. Variations on a theme. What might be a weed in North America turns into a quote, you know, a quote weed and a little herb, well, herb, 6 feet tall herb, turns into a tree down here in South America. Same lineage, but given different evolutionary circumstances. Look at that, that's a Phytolacca. Looks like an octopus. What are those? Just shoots, I guess, huh? Buds. Shoot buds. That's hilarious. Holy shit. Love to see where it's native. Dude, we got Ceiba, notable mention, but the star of the show is this native palm, the Chilean wine palm. Jubea chilensis. Produces edible fruits. Kind of a pulpy mesocarp. And then the seeds like a little coconut. They're about golf ball sized. Endangered, more endangered than it should be. They should be planting these instead of the Canary Island palms and all the Washingtonias. Look at those large bracts. Subtending those inflorescences up there.
More
Yeah, there we go. Cryptocarya alba. They're red when they're mature, huh? I seen that at the UC Berkeley Botanical Garden. Another lovely native with a Lithraea, the avocado family, and it's got wonderful smells. To those Cryptocarya alba, you can see what I call it, alba. It's got that layer of wax on the underside. You know, if any doubt about it, break a leaf and it smells delightful. There's the bark.
So Cryptocarya alba, which in Chile we call peumo, is the climax community species of the sclerophyll forest. They are very shade tolerant and they will grow once the forest reestablishes. And they're a racy species that smell really good. So I like to get the ugly leaves and smell them because
Yeah, this smells delightful.
it smells really good.
Those magnoliads with the pungent volatiles, just like sassafras and bay leaves. We got another member of Lithraea right here. Beilschmiedia is the genus. This is Beilschmiedia miersii. You can see those panicles, those tiny flowers, and then here's the fruit. Avocado family, Lithraea. There you go. Look at it, looks like a little melon. There's a Beilschmiedia in New Zealand too. This is probably another Gondwanan distribution, another result of a Gondwanan distribution, the tectonic breakup of Gondwana. These tiny flowers. You know, despite being covered in auto exhaust, it's still a pleasure to meet you, my friend. There's the bark. See, they put this nice little embankment here for us to stand on. Yeah, this has a very narrow range. Just looked up the distribution on INET, and it's just like central Chilean coast. Love to get photos of those anthers though, those valvate anthers. Let me see if I can find an open flower. No, can't get any close-ups of the flowers, but if it's in Lithraea, the anthers should have a valvate opening. Literally looks like a little valve with two little flaps that open on the anthers. These are all closed off, but opposite leaves. Indumenta on the stems. Great to have a native though, you know? There's so much non-native horseshit planted on here. Yeah, look at those. The Chilean acorn, they call it. And of course, the tried and true Quillaja saponaria, such an iconic tree. Order is Fabalis. There's those 5-carpelled fruits, really cool looking flowers when they're going off. They got the sepals on it. And each one of those carpels has, I don't know, 6 to 10 winged seeds inside, maybe more. So each fruit has upwards of 40 seeds in it, wind dispersed. This is like the equivalent to the California coast live oak. Similar climate, and sclerophyllous, plasticky, waxy leaves, can be a large tree. And then Cryptocarya alba, Lithraea, that's an old one. A very old one. Smytanus boraria, which is Celestraceae. There's the little fruits. This is a riparian tree. It would probably do well over there. I wonder why it's not established in the river yet. But yeah, we get a Smytanus species in South Texas. It's like knee high, not even. Wild. Down here, they're trees. That dog she's wearing a little vest, you know, that was nice. There's San Cristobal Hill. You see, you got a couple of natives up there, and you got a lot of invasive bullshit. A lot of pines. There's some Vichelia cavin, some Lithraea caustica, maybe some planted Cryptocarya alba, but you know, a lot of invasive bullshit. But hopefully somebody watching this gets inspired to start unauthorized plantings. So anyway, that's all we got coming from downtown Santiago. Have a good rest of your night. Go fuck yourself. Bye.